Hello students, I am Satish Hegde, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Canara Engineering College, Mangaluru. In the last session under non-linear differential equation, we have discussed about equations soluble for P. In this session, we will take Clairaut's equations and equations reducible to Clairaut's form. As you know, a differential equation of first order first degree is of the form f of x comma y comma p equal to 0, where p means derivative of y with respect to x, dy by dx. Now let me take Clairaut's equations. So a equation of the form y equal to px plus f of p, a function of p only, is called Clairaut's equation. So now how to solve a equation in this form, that is a Clairaut's equation? How to solve a Clairaut's equation? So in the last session we have taken equation soluble for p and the method to solve it. Now we have also equation soluble for y and equation soluble for x. Suppose if it is a equation soluble for y, so that means equations of the type y equal to function of x and p only. Suppose y can be explicitly written as a function of x and p, then it is called as soluble for y. Similarly, if x can be written as a function of y and p, then it is called as soluble for x. Now if it is soluble for y, so what is the method involved? Now we have to differentiate this with respect to x on both sides. Similarly, if it is soluble for x, we have to differentiate with respect to y on both sides. So let me now take the method. If it is soluble for y, we differentiate with respect to x on both sides. As we know, the derivative of y, we denote it as a p, dy by dx as p, and right hand side the function of x comma p, if you differentiate with respect to x, obviously you will get a function of x comma p comma dp by dx. Now we have to factorize this. So try to solve the differential equation, then obviously we will get a solution, that is a function of x comma p comma c equal to 0. Now eliminate p by using the given equation, so we will get the general solution. So that is the method for equation soluble for y, but this is not in your syllabus, so we won't take equation soluble for y here, but just observe here. So what is Clairaut's equation? Y equal to p of px plus f of p. Is it not y is a function of x and p only? So this is nothing but equation soluble for y. So that means if I want to get a solution for this, I can adopt the same method. I can adopt the same method, which is nothing but equation soluble for y. How we solve it? So as you know, y equal to, it is a function of x and p, so we differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Once it is done, we solve the differential equation, so try to eliminate p, that gives the general solution. So that is the same what we have taken here, differentiating with respect to x. So what is the derivative of y? That is dy by dx, so we denote it as p is equal to xp, so we use the product rule. X into derivative of p with respect to x is a dp by dx, plus p into derivative of first function, that is 1, so p into 1, that is p, plus derivative of f of p is f dash of p into inner term p, its derivative with respect to x is dp by dx. Or we can write p gets cancelled on both sides, so x dp by dx plus f dash of p dp by dx equal to 0, but we have dp by dx is common, so dp by dx into x plus f dash of p equal to 0. So that means, so we have factorized it, so we can have now equations. One is dp by dx equal to 0 or x plus f dash of p equal to 0. So this gives a solution. So it is a first ordered first degree differential equation, ordinary differential equation. So let me solve this. So dp by dx equal to 0. So on integration you will get p equal to c. As you know, once we get the solution, we have to eliminate p by using the given equation. So here given equation is y equal to xp plus f of p, whereas we got p is equal to c. So that means the general solution, substitute here p equal to c, we will get the general solution. The general solution is y equal to xc plus f of c. So students, I hope you got it. So whenever a solution equation is a Clairaut's, that is in this form, y equal to px plus f of p, the general solution we can obtain immediately just by replacing p by c. So here onwards we won't go for this method. So we directly write the general solution just by substituting p equal to c. And here the second part what we have is x plus f dash of p equal to 0. This actually gives a singular solution. In case suppose they ask a singular solution, we can use x equal to minus f dash of p, but p is equal to c. That's why x equal to minus f dash of c. So try to eliminate c by using x equal to minus f dash of c and y equal to here y equal to xc plus f of c. So we will get general solution, that is just by replacing p by c, that is y equal to xc plus f of c is the single general solution of this Clairaut's equation. And in case if we want singular solution, we eliminate c from x equal to minus f dash of c and y equal to xc plus f of c. So I can directly write the general solution y equal to cx plus f of c. In case if we want singular solution, to find the singular solution, eliminate c from y equal to cx plus f of c and x equal to minus f dash of c. So we move on to the problems. So whenever the equation is in this standard form y equal to px plus f of p, then it is said to be Clairaut's. As you know, the general solution is just by replacing p by c, y equal to cx plus f of c. So let me take some problems. Solve the following equations and also find its singular solutions. So we need here general solutions as well as singular solution. So what is the given equation here? Y equal to xp plus whatever we have here right now is a function of p only. So that's why it can be written as y equal to xp plus f of p, means it is a Clairaut's equation. So solution, the given equation is y equal to xp plus a by p. Clearly the equation is in Clairaut's form. So how to get the solution? So we can get the general solution. The general solution is just replace p by c. So y equal to xc plus a by c. So y equal to cx plus a by c is the required general solution. Since we need here singular solution also, so we use x equal to minus f dash of c. So to find the singular solution, so let me take x equal to minus f dash of c. So what is f of c? So identify f of c. F of c here is a by c. I have written here f of c is a by c. Differentiate once. What is f dash of c? A is constant. Derivative of 1 by c is minus 1 by c square. So but we have x equal to minus f dash of c. F dash of c is minus a by c square, but minus is already there. Minus of minus plus a by c square. So f dash of c we got. Then substitute directly in this x equal to minus f dash of c. So x becomes a by c square. So what we have now, we have to eliminate c by using this expression as well as y equal to cx plus a by c. So we can write from this c, you can write in terms of x. So c square is a by x, thereby c is square root of a by x. So c square is a by x, c is square root of a by x. So substitute. So I want to eliminate c. So wherever we have c, you take it as square root of a by x, root a by x. So I got, by putting c equal to root a by x in the general solution, so that gives y equal to x into root a by x plus a by root a by x goes to numerator, becomes root x by a. Or you can simplify x by root x gives root x into root a or root ax. Here a by root a gives root a into root x. So root ax plus root ax, together I can write y is equal to 2 times root ax. So the singular solution for the given equation y equal to xp plus a by p, we got y equal to 2 root ax. I hope you understood. So we can move on to the next problem. So here the given equation is p equal to sine of y minus xp. So we have to solve, and then also we need to find singular solution. Now if you observe directly, it is not in Clairaut's form, but we can rearrange. So just rearrange. So the given equation p equal to sine of y minus xp, you can write it as sine inverse p. You can take sine to this side. Sine inverse p is equal to y minus xp, or y is equal to xp plus sine inverse p. So which is clearly a Clairaut's equation. Once it is Clairaut's equation, the general solution is y equal to cx plus sine inverse c. Correct? Just replacing p by c, that's all. But since we need singular solution, again we use the same method. Find the singular solution. We write x equal to minus f dash of c. X equal to minus f dash of c. So what is f of c? F of c is sine inverse c. So differentiate, derivative of sine inverse c is what, student? 1 over root 1 minus c square. So minus f dash of c becomes minus 1 over root 1 minus c square. From this extract c, that means write c in terms of x and substitute here. So eliminate c, that gives the singular solution. So I can write 1 minus c square is equal to 1 by x square. So take root 1 minus c square to here. So root 1 minus c square becomes minus 1 by x. So to eliminate square root, use square on both sides. So squaring root 1 minus c square gives 1 minus c square minus 1 by x, what we have earlier. While squaring, minus the square is plus, so 1 by x square. So rearrange. So you can write 1 minus 1 by x square is equal to c square, or c is equal to square root of x square minus 1 by x square. Square root of x square is x, so c is equal to root x square minus 1 by x, correct? So we can substitute here directly, it gives a singular solution. So the singular solution is y is equal to x into c. C is root x square minus 1 by x. So x gets cancelled, gives a root x square minus 1 plus sine inverse of root x square minus 1 by x. Is it? So both general solution and singular solution we obtain for the given Clairaut's equation. The third problem, y equal to px minus root 1 plus p square. Now clearly this is a Clairaut's equation because we have y equal to xp plus whatever we have right now is just a function of p. So therefore the given equation is clearly in Clairaut's form. General solution is y is equal to cx minus root 1 plus c square. Replacing p by c, we get the general solution. To find the singular solution, so what we have, so take x equal to minus f dash of c, where f of c is here root 1, sorry, not root 1 plus c square, it is minus root 1 plus c square. So differentiate this, so derivative of root 1 plus c square is 1 by 2 root 1 plus c square into inner term 1 plus c square, its derivative is 2c, 2 gets cancelled, so we have minus c by root 1 plus c square. But we have minus already, so minus of minus plus c by root 1 plus c square. So we get x is equal to c by root 1 plus c square. So try to extract c from this. So I have 1 plus c square by c square is equal to 1 by x square. We have taken the reciprocal, root 1 plus c square by c is x. In order to eliminate root, I have taken square on both sides. So that is 1 plus c square by c square is equal to 1 by x square, or we can split this 1 by c square plus c square by c square is 1 plus 1, you take this side, so that is 1 by x square minus 1 is 1 by c square. If I have taken LCM here, so then it is 1 minus x square by x square, that is 1 by c square. Thereby c square is what? X square by 1 minus x square. So squaring on both sides will get c. C is equal to square root of x square is x. So x by root 1 minus x square. So we got c, that is x by root 1 minus x square. So substitute here, we'll get the singular solution. So by eliminating c. So what we have, y is equal to x into c. C is here x by root 1 minus x square. That gives x square by root 1 minus x square minus square root of 1 plus c square. So what is 1 plus c square? From this 1 plus c square is c square by x square. So I can straight away substitute for 1 plus c square. Instead of substituting for c and simplify, we get 1 plus c square is equal to c square by x square. So what is c square? C square is x square by root 1 minus x square. So x square by root 1 minus x square by x square. So we get 1 over root 1 minus x square. So with the minus sign already here, so it is x square by root 1 minus x square minus 1 by root 1 minus x square. So further we can simplify by taking LCM. root 1 minus x square. So here it is x square minus 1 by root 1 minus x square, or x square minus 1 I can write minus of 1 minus x square, with cancels, denominator root 1 minus x square gives minus of root 1 minus x square. So or y is equal to minus of root 1 minus x square, or y plus root 1 minus x square equal to 0. So just further simplify, we will get this expression, correct. So this is the required singular solution. We will take the next problem. Y plus 2 dy by dx the whole square is equal to x plus 1 dy by dx. So first you substitute dy by dx as p, so which gives y plus 2p square is equal to xp plus p. So y is equal to xp plus p, this you take this side, minus 2p square. So clearly it is a Clairaut's equation because it is in the standard form, y equal to xp plus a function of p. This is a function of p. So write the general solution. The general solution is replacing p by c. Y is equal to xc plus c minus 2c square. So your f of c is here c minus 2c square. So I will take singular solution. So that is x equal to minus f dash of c, where f of c is c minus 2c square. So f dash of c is 1 minus 2 into 2c, 4c, 1 minus 4c. So substitute here minus of 1 minus 4c. So from this we have to extract c. So what is c now? Rearrange. C is x plus 1 by 4. Substitute in the given equation, that is x into c, that is x plus 1 by 4. So we'll get x into x plus 1 by 4 plus x plus 1 by 4 minus 2 into x plus 1 by 4 the whole square, or x plus 1 square by 16. 2 by 16 is 8. Here x into x plus 1 by 4, x plus 1 by 4. I can write x plus 1 by 4 is common, so x plus 1 times x plus 1 by 4, or x plus 1 into x plus 1 the whole square by 4. So by taking LCM we can write x plus 1 the square by 8, y equal to x plus 1 square by 8. So just simplify this. So this is the required singular solution, correct. I hope you understood. So we move on to the next problem. See, we have to rearrange so that we can make it Clairaut's. Y minus px into p minus 1 equal to p. First you can take p minus 1 to this side, becomes p by p minus 1. So then y minus px equal to p by p minus 1, means y is equal to px plus p by p minus 1. So that's what we have, y is equal to px plus p by p minus 1, right. So that becomes a Clairaut's equation, correct, no? So we now solve it. The general solution is y equal to cx plus c by c minus 1. Singular solution, x equal to minus f dash of c, where f of c is what? C by c minus 1. So just differentiate this, get f dash of c. By using quotient rule we can denominator square, that is c minus 1 the whole square. C minus 1 into derivative of numerator, that is 1. C minus 1 into 1 minus c into derivative of denominator, that is 1, correct. So we'll get minus 1 by c minus 1 the whole square. So f dash of c is minus 1 by c minus 1 the whole square. Substitute here, minus is already there, so minus into minus 1 by c minus 1 the whole square. So x equal to 1 by c minus 1 the whole square. Simplify, c equal to 1 plus root x by root x. So just you rearrange, then take square root on both sides, we will get c is equal to 1 plus root x by root x. Then the singular solution, substitute in this, eliminate c, so that is x into 1 plus root x by root x plus c by c minus 1. So we have c minus 1 square is equal to 1 by x. That means c minus 1 is what? 1 by root x. So I can substitute directly, c minus 1 is 1 by root x, but c is 1 plus root x by root x. So 1 plus root x by root x by 1 by root x. So root x cancel. So this gives 1 plus root x. So that's what we have written here, 1 plus root x. But here x cancels with root x, gives root x. So root x into 1 plus root x plus 1 plus root x, or 1 plus root x is common. So 1 plus root x into 1 plus root x. So that is 1 plus root x the whole square. Or you can expand by using a plus b the whole square formula. So we'll get y is equal to x plus 2 root x plus 1. So we take one more under Claret's equation. So this is a repeated question in the external paper. So what they have given, show that the equation xp square plus px minus py plus 1 minus y equal to 0 is Claret's, and hence obtain the general and singular solution. So student, first we have to rearrange this and bring it to Claret's form. As all of you know, Claret's form means y equal to xp plus a function of p, f of p. So I just rearrange xp square plus px minus py minus y plus 1, you take that side, right hand side, so becomes minus 1. So now factorize it. Here first two terms xp is common, so p plus 1, xp into p plus 1. So here I can write minus y times p plus 1. So p plus 1 is common, so we have xp minus y into p plus 1 equal to minus 1. Or from this p plus 1 you can take it to the right hand side. So xp minus y is equal to minus 1 over p plus 1. Or rearrange, we'll get y is equal to xp plus 1 over p minus 1. So is it not in a Claret's form now? So clearly this is in Claret's form. So this much we have to first do. Once you bring it to Claret's form, now the work is as usual. So general solution is replacing p by c. So what is that? Y is equal to xc plus 1 by c minus 1. Since we need singular solution, so we go for finding singular solution. So let me take x equal to minus f dash of c, we know that. So I try to substitute for f dash of c. What is f of c? 1 over c minus 1. So derivative of this is minus 1 over c minus 1 the whole square. So minus is already there, so minus of minus, so plus 1 by c minus 1 square. So I can extract c, so that is c minus 1 the whole square is equal to 1 by x, or square, taking square root on both sides, c minus 1 equal to 1 by root x, or c is equal to 1 plus 1 by root x. So root x plus 1 by root x. So c is root x plus 1 by root x. So substitute here, which gives the general solution. So by eliminating c, we can get the general solution. Singular solution. So substituting for c, we get the singular solution. So y is equal to x into c, that is root x plus 1 by root x, which gives root x gets cancelled, root x into root x plus 1, and 1 by c minus 1, that is c minus 1 is already known, that is 1 over root x. So we have 1 over root x, that gives root x. So what we have, root x into root x plus 1 plus root x. So root x into root x, that is x, root x into 1, that is root x, plus root x, 2 root x. So x plus 2 root x. So the singular solution for the given equation is x plus 2 root x. I hope you got the method. For any given equation, if it is in Claret's form, one can directly get the general solution. And to find singular solution, we can substitute directly in this x equal to minus f dash of c and try to eliminate c by using the given general solution. Now, next we move on to equations reducible to Claret's equation. So as of now, what we have taken is, if it is in the standard form y equal to xp plus f of p, we can directly solve by writing general solution just replacing p by c. But many equations of the first order and higher degree might not be in this standard form, but by using some suitable substitution one can easily reduce it to Clairaut's form. So here we take some of the problems where we can reduce it to Clairaut's by using suitable substitutions. In the exam they obviously give the substitution which we have to take, so no need to worry of that. So we move on to the problems. Now we take the first problem. Solve by reducing px minus y into py plus x equal to a square p into Clairaut's equation. So that means we have to reduce this into Clairaut's form, then we have to solve. But for that the suitable substitution we have to take, which they have already given. Take x equal to x square, y equal to y square. That means we change the variable here small x y to uppercase x y. So this is the substitution we have to take. So I substitute x as square root of x, y as square root of y, or once we have x square term directly we can substitute it as capital X, y square we can substitute it as y. So I don't want to substitute for x and y, instead wherever possible, so try to substitute directly for x square, y square, and meantime the letter p means here it is derivative of y with respect to x, that is the variable, earlier variable. So now we have to change it to the new variable. So for that what we do here is the solution we start with getting expression for this p, that is the first work. How we can do that? So I need dy by dx. So that's why the given is x square equal to x, y square equal to y. So differentiate on both sides. So that gives 2x dx equal to dx. So please be cautious while writing the variables uppercase and small. So it is an old variable, now this is a new variable. In case if suppose you get any confusion, so then you can change the variable to some other uv, so that to avoid confusion. In case if suppose you get any confusion regarding x and capital X, you can change the new variable as u and v. I have taken as it is, I have maintained that as it is. So 2x dx equal to dx, here 2y dy equal to dy. So we can get dy by dx obviously by taking ratio between this and this, the second divided by the first. So 2y dy divided by 2x dx. So that gives p is equal to dy by dx, that is x by y dy by dx, where dy by dx we know that it is small letter p. So this dy by dx with the new variable y and x, I take it as uppercase p. So x by y p, correct? No? So how we got? Just taking the ratios 2y dy divided by 2x dx. So 2 gets cancelled. So this gives y by x dy by dx equal to dy by dx, or y by x you take it to that side, right hand side. So that gives dy by dx equal to x by y into the new variable, that is a derivative with respect to y, derivative of y with respect to x. So x by y, but this I denote it as capital letter P. So we have P is equal to x by y P. So that means we have to substitute wherever x square you take it as capital letter X, y square as y, and P as x by y P. So I just substitute, the given equation now becomes P is equal to x by y P into x. So that means x square by y into P minus y. I don't substitute y as square root of y. So I keep as it is. So straight away I can substitute for p now, that is x by y into p into y. So y gets cancelled, that gives xp plus x is equal to a square into x by y p, correct? So now I try to simplify here. See, I can take here x common, x into p plus 1, and here I can take the LCM y. So x square p minus y square whole divided by y, so that I can write x square p minus y square divided by y into p plus 1 x equal to a square x by y p. Now further it is easy, we can cancel x on both sides. as well as y on both sides. So it gives x square means now uppercase x, y square is uppercase y. So we can write directly the substitution. So we got x square back. So substitute for x square. The new variable xp minus y into p plus 1 is equal to a square p. So now this will be in x and y, the Clairaut's form. We can bring it to the Clairaut's form just by rearranging. Take this to right hand side, a square p by p plus 1, xp minus y is equal to a square p by p plus 1, or y is equal to xp plus a square p by p plus 1. So y is equal to, xp minus, bring to this side, a square p by p minus p plus 1. So is it not this in the Clairaut's form? So we got the equation is in Clairaut's form, but in the new variable capital X and capital Y. So we can write the general solution for this first. That gives, just by replacing p by c we get the general solution. So y is equal to xc minus a square c by c plus 1. But we need the general solution for the given equation. So we can substitute back for y and x. What is y? Y is y square, x is x square. So that gives y square is equal to x square c minus a square c by c plus 1. So the general solution of this, immediately I write y is equal to cx minus a square c by c plus 1, but I want the required general solution for the given equation is, now replace back y and x. So y is y square and x is x square. So y square equal to cx square minus a square c by c plus 1. Correct? I hope you understood. Just by taking suitable substitution, first you bring it to the Clairaut's form. Once it is in the Clairaut's form, we can write the general solution, then we can resubstitute the given variable. Second problem. Solve by reducing the given equation x square into y minus px equal to yp square into Clairaut's equation by taking x equal to x square. Again the same substitution they have given. So I go with the same method. So take x square equal to x, y square equal to y, differentiate on both sides. It gives 2x dx equal to dx plus, comma 2y dy is equal to dy. And from this you can get dy by dx, which is nothing but letter p, small letter p. So dy by dx is x by y. In terms of new variable we will get dy by dx, which we can denote it as capital letter P. So x by y p. So substitute in the given equation. So first we have to substitute x square, y square and p. Don't substitute for y and x, then you can simplify. Once you get y square and x square back, you can substitute in the new variable. So the given equation is x square is x into y minus p, means here x by y p into x is there, that become now x square by y p is equal to y p square. So that means square of this, x square by y square p square. So we can take the LCM and we can simplify. So which gives x into y square minus x square p by y equal to x square, here one y gets cancelled, by y p square. So here y square I can substitute as capital letter Y and x square is caps x. So and y we can cancel on both sides, and this again x square we have, that is also x, new variable x. So that means we get x into y minus xp is equal to xp square. Correct? Then x gets cancelled on both sides, x gets cancelled on both sides, y minus xp equal to p square, or y is equal to xp plus p square, y is equal to xp plus p square. Clearly it is a Clairaut's equation. So the general solution is y equal to xc plus c square, and the required general solution, that is the general solution of the given equation, is y square. Here we have to resubstitute, y square is equal to cx square plus c square. So don't stop here. So this is the general solution of reduced equation, but I want the general solution of the given equation, this equation. So we have to resubstitute again. Correct? So that gives the required general solution. Shall we move on to the next? The third problem, just observe, the equation is given, we have to reduce into Clairaut's equation, then we need to solve. But substitution is given already, but it is not same as the previous. So here x equal to 2x, y equal to y square. Same way, try to extract p, that means dy by dx. So 2x equal to x, y square equal to y, that 2 dx equal to dx, I have differentiated it. 2y dy is equal to dy. So take the ratio 2y dy by 2 dx. So 2 gets cancelled. Y dy by dx equal to dy by dx, or that y you can take it to the right hand side, 1 over y. So dy by dx equal to 1 over y dy by dx. So that means you can denote as a new variable capital letter P. So substitute in the given equation. So same work what we have done, taking the ratio 2 gets cancelled, and y we can take it to the right hand side, 1 over y dy by dx. After substituting in the equation, what it gives, p square means 1 by y square p square into y plus 2p is what, 1 by y capital P into x is nothing but 2x, sorry, 2x together, 2 into x is nothing but capital X. So that is what we have taken, uppercase X, and P alone is nothing but 1 by y P is equal to y. So I can simplify this, y gets cancelled, 1 over y P square plus 1 over y Px, or that y you can take that side. So that's what we have here, p square plus px equal to y square. Again we get back y square, so now we have to substitute as y, capital Y. So p square plus px equal to y. On rearrangement we get y is equal to xp plus p square, which is Clairaut's equation. So once it is Clairaut's equation, easy to write the general solution, y equal to xc plus c square, correct, just replacing p by c. But the required general solution, that is the general solution for the given equation, is y is equal to c into your variable x means 2x, so 2cx plus c square, and y is what, y square. So substitute for both y as well as x. So y square is equal to 2cx plus c square. One more problem. So students, here the substitution is slightly different, but no need to worry, we have to just differentiate and try to get p, that's all, and substitute in the given equation. So y minus 2x square p equal to xp we have to write by reducing into Clairaut's form. So what is given, x equal to 1 by x, y equal to 1 by y, so derivative differentiate on both sides. So dx equal to derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square dx, dy is equal to minus 1 by y square dy. And if you take the ratio, say I want dy by dx, so this divided by this, so we will get minus 1 by y square dy divided by minus 1 by x square dx. So minus minus gets cancelled, 1 over y square divided by 1 by x square goes to numerator, x square by y square dy by dx equal to new, in terms of new variable, derivative y by derivative of y with respect to x, but x square by y square you can take this side, so that gives y square by x square. Now denote with the new number p, so p is equal to y square by x square p. Substitute in the given equation. So wherever 1 by x, take it as capital X, 1 by y y, and p means y square by x square p. So I have timing y minus 2x square into y square by x square p, correct, x square gets cancelled here, equal to x into p, x into y square by x square p, so 1x gets cancelled. So I can first simplify that. So what we have, y minus 2y square p is equal to y square by x p, correct. So throughout divide by y square, so y square is common, so divide throughout by y square. So what it gives, y by y square 1 over y minus 2p is equal to 1 by xp. Now we got 1 by y and 1 by x, correct, so which we can substitute as 1 by x as x, 1 by y as capital Y. So I have y minus 2p is equal to xp. Correct, student? So what is that? Just rearrange. Y is equal to, so I can write y is equal to xp plus 2p, which is a Clairaut's equation. Once it is Clairaut's equation, the general solution is simple. Replace p by c. Y equal to cx plus 2c. Now substitute back. So your y is nothing but 1 over y, x is 1 over c. So the required general solution for the given equation is 1 over y equal to c into 1 over x plus 2c. Correct? So let me take we'll take one more problem. Solve by reducing y square into y minus px equal to x power 4 p square into Clairaut's equation. Substitution is same as that of previous problem. So by this we get p, that is dy by dx. I differentiated here. So dx equal to minus 1 by x square dx, dy equal to minus 1 by y square dy. So from this I'll get dy by dx, as you know. So divide this by this. So we get x square by y square dy by dx equal to dy by dx. Or we can write dy by dx equal to, take this to right hand side, y square by x square dy by dx. I denote this in capital letter P. So y square by x square p is equal to your old variable p, dy by dx. So I substitute in the given equation, then the given equation becomes y square into y minus p means what? Y square by x square p into x equal to x power 4 into p square, square of this, y power 4 by x power 4 p square. So simplify, taking, see here some of the term gets cancelled, x power 4 gets cancelled, x square we can cancel, y square on both sides we can cancel. So it gives y minus y square p is equal to y square, sorry, y minus y square by xp is equal to y square p square. Correct? Yeah, we have written there. Then divide throughout by y square. So that gives 1 over y minus 1 over xp is equal to p square. We can substitute back 1 over y is nothing but capital Y minus 1 over x is a capital X. So y minus xp equal to p square. Y is equal to xp plus p square. So which is clearly in Clairaut's form. Once it is Clairaut's, general solution is just replacing p by c, that gives y equal to cx plus c square. So now the general solution of the given equation, we substitute back, y is 1 by y and x is 1 by x. So 1 over y equal to c by x plus c square. I hope you understood the method of reducing the given equation into Clairaut's by suitable substitution and thereby getting the general solution. Thank you.